This is a butcher's game. I'm here with chapter 6, Supernatural Breakdown. One morning, I was alone with Mary at the house in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. I was mad at her for some bogus thing that she probably didn't even do. And me, I was cussing her like a dog while she was making me this big breakfast. Sorry, Mary. I still feel terrible about it. Anyways, she cooked it up, put it all on my plate. I was still cussing her, so she went out to the camper crying. I got the jug of apple juice out of the refrigerator and went into the front bedroom. Sat the juice down on the desk beside the chair there. There was an open window facing the desk. As I turned around to shut the door to the bedroom, a stick come flying through the window as if someone threw it like a spear. It hit the apple juice and juice spit all in my seat. I started cussing and looked out the window and no one was there. So I was kind of freaking out, but settled down and sat in the wet chair with the food. Then an unseen force knocked the plate out of my hand and it flipped into the floor. By this time, I was extra mad. I got up, slipped on the food, almost fell, but I didn't. I caught myself. I was cussing Mary still and saying I was going to kill her. So I went to steady myself, and a glass Tiffany lamp that was just sitting on the dresser, a big one about the size of a basketball, come flying and hit me in the face and busted my nose and kind of knocked me down flat, knocked me out, and the lamp somehow ended up back on the dresser. Me on the floor, bleeding from my nose. Now I feel obligated to remind you, no one was in the house and I was sober. I got up and the lamp shade on another lamp came off the lamp it was on, flew and flipped across the room, and lights started flickering. I ran outside to the camper and proceeded to tell Mary I was sorry and that someone was beating me up. It was an unseen force, and would she please come back inside to help me because I was scared to go back inside alone. She, of course, would not. She didn't even believe me until I showed her my nose busted and bleeding, but she was still mad and didn't come back in. I went back in cautiously and the lights in the hallway started flickering. I sat down in the other chair and started crying, saying, I'm sorry, who are you? Then the grandfather clock in the hallway that has never worked chimed. When I asked who it was Grandfather Time, or God for short. Eventually Mary forgave me and came back in. The lights flickered for her too. She also seen the mess, but I cleaned it up and I apologized to her. It seems like every time someone gets angry in the house, something happens supernatural. God does not like it. Anger does not produce righteousness. If you lose your temper, it only makes things worse. Thank you, Grandfather Time, aka God Almighty.